Well, guys, before we play this clip here, what she's about to say, even though it may sound like she's putting you up on game from a woman's perspective, is interesting to hear, but it's not really breaking news. And I think a lot of you guys already know this, but without further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump into the clip and see what she has to say. Let's run it.
Fellas, ladies will never admit this, but I'm about to put y'all on game. Tune in. Females will never admit this, but they love a guy who's an asshole more than that boring sweet guy. And let me tell you why. That asshole guy, he brings more excitement, more adventure, more mysterious into the woman's lifestyle. You know, the boring guy, he's smart, he's sensitive, but at the end of the day, he's still boring. So women like conversations with the asshole guy because, you know, they're always going to keep her on her toes. But with the boring guy, you know, it's snooze and drews and drool all over the place. It's just boring. So,
baby, we understand. There's nothing new. Most guys know this. A lot of the guys who are just now like discovering things or just now talking to women and haven't like really learned a lot, then yeah, they're just now discovering this about women. You think being a nice guy and, you know, whatever is gonna work. But before we get into it, because we got a little bit to unpack here, it's your favorite everything JR Wisdom. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. Let's run it up to 100,000. Quit playing with me. Baby, we talk about the asshole guy, as you're saying. She likes bad boys. She likes the asshole. She likes this type of guy. No. She likes women, but a woman says she wants and what she emotionally responds to are two separate things, right? What women like to call these type of guys that they're attracted to are toxic or narcissists. Those two words they always use interchangeably. And why do I have to chase this guy? And why is it this? Why is it that? Ladies, you like that guy because he's not always available. The conversation is nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. Women are into some guys the bad boys who may seem like they have interesting stories or something that's considered taboo or, you know, living on the edge and things like that. Yeah, women like those type of guys as well. But the biggest thing is she wants to wonder about a guy. And if you're just sitting there and just like, you know, the normal Joe or run-of-the-mill guy that she's just used to, that's like her brother or the guy next door, is really no excitement. You guys gonna be talking about video games and books and, you know, whatever else she thinks.
I don't want this one. I don't want. Send another one, please. I promise I'm not being ungrateful. I promise.
Even though that's not necessarily the case, there's a lot of guys who are not good guys, who basically law-abiding citizens that, you know, have a lot to talk about, can carry on a conversation. But when it becomes routine for a woman, guys, that's when it becomes a problem. That's why you must be toxic. You have to be toxic. And when I say toxic, what she's talking about, it has to be like a roller coaster. You know, that good morning, which I had to learn this stuff the hard way, fellas. Trust me, because I used to get frustrated as hell. Sending good morning texts every morning, and then before you know it, she stops responding to those good morning text messages because you become predictable. I put up a post the other day, right? Or actually it was yesterday. And I put it in my story as well as Instagram and YouTube on the community tab. And it basically said something along the lines of, and it had to be a woman that wrote this, he's not consistent. And the reason he's not consistent is because he really doesn't want you. That's definitely not the case. That's what makes, because women wouldn't complain about that if it didn't really matter. A lot of these things that women bring up, they wouldn't bring up, right? Why is he doing this? She's like, the sessions that I've had, coaching sessions, is basically a man not paying her enough attention, and she wants him to pay more attention to her, but not realizing once he starts doing that, she's gonna feel secure, right? she's gonna feel a sense of normalcy in terms of that, and she's gonna become bored because it's gonna be like roommates once again. Even if they're not living together, it's gonna be expected. I can expect this in the morning. I can expect him to do this. Sex wise, I can expect him to want it on this day at this time, such and such time, as opposed to taking her as opposed to him surprising you, popping up with the D, or you don't know when you're gonna get the D again, and things like that. And the D could be trash, but you still think it's the greatest thing ever because it's an emotional roller coaster. Women love that, man. I don't care. And women, as much so, what I find to be funny is that when you're telling this to women, no, that's bull. That's a woman that's not healed. No. So all men are basically lying about this. How are you gonna tell us about women? We can tell you about yourselves because you don't even know what you want. And I'm not saying that to be funny, because a woman can say, I want this, this, and this, but you look at her track record of dating, it's the complete opposite. You look at women that have kids, right? And you look at the type of woman that look at the type of man that she says she wants now. The men that she's had kids by are nothing like that. The guy that she says she wants. So her track record of the guy who she's been into, had kids with, head over heels with, has been the bad boy, as she said, or the asshole, as she said, the guy that's not pressed, which is the biggest thing, because it puts a woman in a state of I have to prove myself to him. I have to win him. Hence, she goes into the hunter mode. You know, because women like a challenge. Women don't. That's why you guys shouldn't be talking on the phone all day long. You guys shouldn't be texting all day long. She has to have time to think about you. She has to have time to miss you. You have to be mysterious. Instead of putting all your cards on the table, that means she won the game. I didn't have to put in any effort. I won the game. This guy is lame. He's whack. Let's go on to the next one. A guy that's not, where I feel like I have to do that. And that's just how women think, man. That's just how women think. As much as they like to argue with it, I have several case studies, personal case studies, and other guys have other case studies where they've constantly gone through these things. And you would think you see in the movies, buy her flowers, pop up on her, show up unannounced, text her, call her, stay on the phone for hours. All the stuff in the movies where this guy is basically harassing her, he's hounding her, and that's not what women want. And I wish that women would stop saying this. And women will be honest. Some women are honest and say, yeah, I do like that. Like she said, I do like that. But also, they also want to complain about liking that. They want to complain about what comes with it, which is the stupidest shit ever, in my opinion. You know what I mean, fellas? The biggest thing is just don't be pressed. You don't have to be an asshole. You can be a good dude. You don't have to put your hands on a woman. You don't have to put the beaters on her. You don't have to call her out her name. You know what I'm saying? And even the term where women say, I don't like indifferent men, it doesn't mean that you're indifferent. It just means that you're only going to dedicate a certain amount of time to her, and you're not going to be all over. You're going to give her a chance to breathe, which I've had so many conversations where women say, no, I don't want that. Even women personally that I was talking to or interested in. I don't want that. Trust me. And even women that have book sessions with me. No, I want him to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're saying you think you want him to do that. Because women, the emotions of a woman are fleeting, right? Women are very fickle, especially emotionally, definitely. They're very fickle. They're like cats, as we always say. They're like cats. And the sooner you realize that, the better, guys. So you have to give her an emotional variety, be toxic, and give her an emotional roller coaster. You know what I mean? Doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes her be more in love with you, man. Hey. So let me know what you guys think, man. As much as I know the ladies aren't going to like this video, That's terrible advice. You should never do that. Right. How many guys have you ghosted for doing all the stuff that you said? And a honest woman will admit it. And I've had women that actually admit, yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't. But and they'll be like, but and there's no but. Comment below though. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Guys, I got the rating show, Rate Me show coming up. But if you guys are interested in doing a private rating with yours truly, click the link in the description below to book a session with me. You know, I got you. Rated by JR Wisdom personally. And purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, much blessings and abundance. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen. This is Wisdom. And that's where I'm going to see you on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go.